Alright, so juggling Zed this time. Um, the reason I didn't go Jax was because they have a team with a Mumu, Shen, and Alistar, which is quite a bit of CC, um, and Jax is a champion that relies on constantly attacking, and the longer that he stays in a fight, the more damage he'll do. So with all that CC, it really prevents him from getting his maximum damage output. But logging in Zed was probably a poor choice on my part because they have so many tankies on their team that it's going to be really hard for me to actually burst any of them for a kill, with the exception of Tristana probably.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But yeah, we'll see what we can do here. This team, for some reason, was really scared of a Mumu in Champ Select when a Mumu was first picked by the enemy team.
Minions have spawned.
There were like two people that were like, oh my god, somebody needs to dodge, which I really don't understand. Amumu's one of the easiest junglers to outplay in the jungle, and I don't even know what I was going to say, but whatever, let's get started. For some reason, I'm not taking a lot of damage. Don't know why, but I will consider it a good thing. I may have got countered. Okay. I think I'm gonna start wait for Mumu to go to his red. Actually, I might just, yeah, why not? I'll just do his red. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yep, there we go. And Alistar just warded the jungle, so I'm actually not going to approach from this direction. Because that way they'll know that I stole their red. So instead I'll approach through their own upper jungle like that. My main goal right now is to secure my own red so that Amumu doesn't take it and result in a steal, because that defeats the purpose of me stealing his red. What the hell? So after that, then I can start looking around for ganks and things. I do want to wait for my smite to be up, or at least close, before I start red. In that way, easy first blood. And did Kale get an assist? Yes, Kale got an assist, which is great. Okay. So normally I get wriggles, but I think this time I'm going to actually go with the lizard elder buff, or what am I saying? Whatever that item is, the spirit of the lizard elder, because I'm gonna need more damage early game than wriggles can put out. Excuse me. So I would go hold mid, but it's pretty pushed in Mord's direction, so there's not actually a lot I can do before I have to leave again. Mumu is bot, and I'm waiting to follow up, so failed my flash over the wall, or my shadow, because I was trying to Um, Probably won't need a burn flash for this either. Okay, this is a really dumb
An
play.
ally has been slain.
That was really bad. I don't know why they should have gone back in. This is probably too dangerous, so I'm gonna get out. They're all out of mana, so that's enough fucking recall pings. But yeah, the Targ should have gone back in at that low health, because it's always safe for me to jump back over the wall with my shadow. I tried to flash back in to make it at least a 1-for-1 trade, but didn't manage to do enough damage. Looks like Trind is winning his lane, which is good. Trind wins his lane, then he becomes pretty hard to stop later on.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, that's great. So Mord is traditionally a very easy to gank champion, but he's too pushed right now, and he'll probably be very easy to kill once he and Kale are both level 6. But I wanna, since Kale seems to be doing fine versus Mord, I would like to be focusing more on helping bot lane than mid lane. Okay. This is a pretty risky position, because I'm at kind of low HP, and I don't think they're going to be stupid enough to tower dive. Well, I don't know how they got caught in that position. Failed shadow again somehow. This Targ always initiates early. I don't know what's up with this. My ult's on a pretty short cooldown, so it's worth getting Mord's flash out. 3 mid. Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. But that is a free kill for me because he initiated without his team there. But I should be getting out of here. Didn't realize that Chaos alone would be doing that much damage to me. MF hasn't gone back to base yet, and she's still losing in CS to Trist, so bot lane's at a pretty heavy disadvantage.
Double kill.
We can probably get this tower. And it'll probably be too late by that point to go for Dragon, but Dragon would have been the other and maybe actually preferable option, but actually we can probably still do Dragon if the enemy team isn't coordinated enough to show up in time. Especially because we have a pink ward, and so they have no idea that we're actually doing it, but well, until now. But I did manage to smite it, and we're going to get a kill on this Amumu if he doesn't manage to flash out. So that was a good pickup for us. As far as maxing Zed goes, I either max Q or E, depending on the situation. When I'm in lane, I against a ranged opponent that can put out a lot of harass, then I'll tend to max Q first. But if I'm jungling, then I will probably max E first. And if I'm laning versus a melee champion, then my best bet is also to max E. Probably not a good idea to dive a Mordekaiser because he can regen his HP and he also has a pretty big shield. I don't know why bot lane is screwing around. That might be a free tower for them. Yeah, it's like, I don't know what Tark is doing here. So we pretty much just gave up a turret for free. Flash always up, but we should be able to get the kill. And now I'm going to need to go bot because it's being heavily pressured from Tark just walking around for some reason. My ult is down, so I can't attempt any risky plays on them. And MF is losing really heavily in CS. So in later game team fights, I'm probably just going to have to directly land on Trist, just take her out, and then I'll probably die from their tank line, but my main goal in team fights is to just take out their Tristana. The kill score right now looks pretty good at 7-3, but most of the kills are on me, so it's actually not as great as it seems because most of my team, with probably the exception of Kale, is pretty weak right now. I'm gonna go intercept Alistar in the river.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Just out of my range.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, I don't want to be tower diving right now, so.
Double kill.
But at this point, I can probably turn around and kill the Tristana. If not, I have plenty of escapes. This Tark is really annoying. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. So once I get my Blade of the Rune King, I get a pretty big spike in my damage, and I will be able to more effectively take out their Trist from 4 to 0. And I actually do have enough to afford it right now. I'm by myself, but Shen actually, I guess he has quite a bit of damage, so without my ult, I might not be able to take him out by myself. And their enemy is now MIA, so actually I thought they were going to come for me, but they're actually pushing mid. So, but Shen blew his ignite on me and I didn't use any summoners, so for that one-on-one trade it was worth it on my end. My ult was just a few seconds from being up, and if it was, I would have been able to kill him. If I manage to get there on time, then the fight will go well for us. Otherwise, yeah, their tank line is being pretty effective. If they're going for Dragon, then we might be able to take them out because a lot of them, especially the squishies, are pretty low on health. I'm actually going to try to go take out Alistar. Nope, he's walking away. Right now is a great time to take Dragon because Trist was just seen top lane, so in the worst case it's going to be a 4v5. I'm gonna try to take out the Trist. Never mind, because Alistar just showed up. But I can probably hold by myself against the two of them mid, which leaves my team time to solo the Mord. If Trist left, then I can take out the Alistar by myself,
An enemy
probably.
has been slain.
Or at least force him to go away. One thing you should make sure to do is that when you get a kill, you need to try to get an objective out of it. You don't just take the kill and then go back to base. Mumu just showed up behind me. I'm gonna try to cut Shin off if Trin doesn't manage to finish him off. So 3 of them converged there, and there wasn't really much I could do there. Now, because of the team's misplays, the kill lead that used to be 7-3 has just shrunk to 11-10. So, and their Trist is a lot stronger than our MF is. And that's probably a result from playing too cocky when you think you're winning. Although the gap might be a little bigger than you would think, because we do have more towers and we've gotten 2 out of 2 dragons this game. But it's still not really a favorable position for us, because late game their tank line and Trist will both scale out of control. I don't really know what we're doing here. But now that they've gotten out of their tower range, it's not as safe for them, and we can attempt a 4-on-5 fight before Shen arrives. Although we don't have any ward coverage in that bush, so it's really dangerous. Alistar did just mess up his pull, so that's an easy pickup. Because he wasted his pull while he wasn't near his allies. Here, I ult a Mumu accident because I thought it was Triss, so that was a really bad mistake by me. And I don't know how I lost so much health to Ignite, but I believe Amumu's by himself, so I might be able to take him out. This is actually somewhere where we can make a play. So, that was kind of weird. We picked up the Alistar instead, but it's still a kill for nothing. Trist is bot, but I'm not really confident in my ability to 1v1 her without my blade being up. Otherwise, I might consider waiting in the jungle to ambush her. This is a free tower for us, only Mord here to defend it. They might actually go attempt a Baron if all of us just show ourselves a bot like this. But it seems that two of them are here, so yeah, since they're all visible on the map now, we don't need to be worried about a sneak Baron attempt. This free dragon. Mord is all the way up mid, so I can probably take him out solo, but Tark, I don't know why Tark is still stuck back there. But we need to defend the base.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, this Tark is like hopeless. Getting caught out by 3 enemies.
An ally has been slain.
Trin showed himself a bit too fast, so that's probably going to be a kill. Hopefully I don't die, but I probably... yeah, I'm probably dead.
Immortality.
So that was an overall 1-for-1, but now they're pushing pretty hard into our base. And, I mean, this game is probably over unless we have a lot better coordination and warding. But they chose to force a really bad fight here. That was a 4v5. So after this fight, actually we're probably gonna need to defend base, but we can also attempt a quick Baron with one person defending. One defender. Since 4 of them down, we can now do Baron if we are quick. But one of our best Baron killers, which is Tryndamere, has to defend the base, so this is actually a very risky Baron attempt, but if we don't take the chance, then we're probably just going to lose from them having more power than us. So I can't really tank Baron anymore. Now we're in a pretty, kind of a better position. Our inhibitor did respawn, and we just got the Baron. But we still need to deal with their split pushing attempts. So since we have Baron, I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to turn the team fight around if they choose to. But it seems like they're pretty smart and decided to back off instead. They don't want to fight a team that's got Baron. Since Mord showed himself top, this might be an easy solo pickup actually. I probably should not have used my ult there, but I was worried that Mord's ult and Ignite would actually be enough to take me down, so I wanted to make sure that he died before we could. But we actually don't have minions, so this is not a really good idea. Tarek's pretty much going in by himself, so we should probably get out of their base. But we did prevent the split pushing attempt, and none of us died, so it's not too bad for us, though our bot lane is now really pushed. We still have about a quarter left on Baron. Since I die fairly easily in team fights, I think my next item is just going to be a Guardian Angel. Getting the armor part first because I'm most worried about Tristana's damage. Now the optimal thing to do is just keep the map warded, pick off an enemy, and then we can group and force an objective. This would be a perfect opportunity for taking them out mid, but none of them are actually here. So we shouldn't engage until all 5 of us are actually. We shouldn't really be focusing on a tank line like this. This is a really bad positioning, but my goal is to find and kill the Tristana. So yeah, she's dead. But I need to get back into base and heal because I'll be killed really easily now.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Getting home guard so that it makes it easier for me to heal up and defend the base. Now our only hope is probably to push down the enemy base before they respawn, before Mord and Shen respawns, but I can't do that by myself, so I'm just going to push mid out as far as possible. Dragon pickup at this time honestly doesn't really matter. The gold is sort of irrelevant, but the team was really annoying. It just kept pinging it, so you might as well pick it up. This is a really kind of risky play, but since most of them are top, we can just aim for the tower. I did manage to one the Trist, but that was a really poorly coordinated fight. So that's probably game for us if they have too much pushing power for our team to deal with. Especially with Shen preventing Tark's recall. Kale solo pushing their inhibitors is probably not going to be quick enough. And we also didn't manage to get the mid tower. So that was a bad play on our part. We should have just backed off and... Wow, he didn't even get to use his ult. But we should have just backed off and attempted something else when we saw that they were coming back to defend their mid tower. Since death timers are so long now, if Moore decides to hang around, then we can make something out of the opportunity. Luckily, he died before Tariq, but now that we have more enemies pushing into our base, and it's a 2v3, so the main priority is just to stay alive. I'm actually gonna build a Maw of Malmortius this game because now I'm not really concerned about Trist because I can assassinate her fairly easily, but I'm more concerned about not being able to face Mord in a 1v1, and a Maw will help me survive his ult. We can't really push out too far until the inhibitors respawn. But if they try to make a play at Baron, we can attempt to follow that. Instead of going for Baron, they're just pushing up the last lane. So if we manage to stall them, Shannon is actually by himself, so he got tanked down really quickly, and that ended up being a free kill. Trish got really low from that. A 3-for-3 trade, I'm not really sure. We could have definitely played that better, but... And I also had my J-pop, but Trin... Did he die without his... I think he died without using his ult, so that's the reason why we lost that so badly. He also had a GA, so I'm kind of low at this point, and I don't want to face him again, but I did get his GA popped, which is a for nothing trade, so that was good.
respawning soon. An enemy has been slain.
This would be a good opportunity to rush a Baron, but I need to stay and defend the base because our inhibitors have been down up to this point. I can almost afford my mod now, so that is my last item. This is a really bad sign if they're overcommitting to the fight. And we're probably going to lose this fight because of that. But that tree is probably going to die, yep. And I might actually live, I'm not sure.
Double kill. An enemy
So
has
this
been
was a
slain.
really good fight for us.
Aced.
This is actually a really stupid move, them doing Baron. There's absolutely no point. We could just win the game right now. But, I mean, what can you do? So I need to stay and defend the lanes. Yeah, we just wasted a lot of valuable time where we could have been getting inhibitors. And at this point, our main obstacle to winning the game is that all lanes have been so pushed. And we could have just eliminated that obstacle by getting a free inhibitor. Because Baron doesn't actually really matter.
Destroyed a turret.
But if we can get 2 inhibitors out of this, then our positions will pretty much be reversed.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
There's not really a point in me getting farm anymore because I already have a 6 item build. But with no one else defending the base. With 2 inhibitors, I'm not really concerned about pushing the lanes out anymore. I'm gonna try to see if I can circle around back and possibly get a kill on Trist if she shows up. They have a Mumu mid and Shen top. So if one person buys at this point, then we pretty much all need to go back. This is a really bad idea. We need to actually defend our top lane rather than chasing in a Mumu.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
If we can clear an enemy here, then we can probably straight up win the game after this.
Killing spree.
So now if we just go straight down mid, we're probably going to win the game. That was a pretty big misplay on their part. They shouldn't have done that with two champions. If anything, Shen should have gone by himself because he always has an escape to ult out if he sees the enemy approaching in time. So now with three remaining members, only one of them really does damage. They probably can't stop us from taking the game. And this time we actually have minions close behind. So in this 30 seconds, we might be able to win. If not, we're still in pretty good shape because all three of our lanes are getting pushed now. Now we should really be focusing the tower. That should be game. That was a lot more risky than it should have been because if we had just ignored them and gone for the tower, we would have gotten easier. But anyways, that's GG. Thanks for watching.